Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? So today in this video, we are finally back here in the shop, and I wanted to show you guys some of the baits that I'm bringing today. Or actually, it's going to be tomorrow when we're going fishing, but it'll be today when you guys are watching this, because the video is going up the same day that I go fishing. Today, it's like 9, it's actually like 8 something. Here pretty soon, I'm going to be going out and doing some full moon crappie and bluegill fishing. Might be able to catch a bass or two on the tadpoles. But I figured right now I wanted to show you guys some of the baits that I'm bringing. We're actually going to a pond that is quite well known for, me, myself. I've caught a bunch of 4-pounders last year out of that pond. My cousin has already caught his personal best out of that pond this year. There's been some really big ones hooked and lost, some upwards of 7 pounds. So today we're going to go, or actually tomorrow we're going to go and try to catch one of those monsters. I have 3 13-inch Dox Lure Company magnet worms. You guys can see those there. I have the root beer color. I have a green pumpkin magic, which also just known as green pumpkin. And then I have a just plain old flat black. We'll see what happens with those. We also brought, I have 2, no, do I have 2? Yeah, I have 2 12-inch Wrangler worms. One in, this is just black. I honestly forgot what I put in here. And this one here is actually in June bug. Then I have one or two. I thought I had 2. I have a lot of stuff in this one little box right here. I think I only got 1 in here, but I think I got another one somewhere else. 8-inch slammer worm. It looks absolutely tiny compared to 13-inch magnet worm. It actually looks really small compared to the magnet worm, which is nothing close to the case, because you guys can see it's a pretty darn big bait. I made up a lizard. This is a black 7-inch Dox Lure Company lizard. I figured why not bring a lizard just in case I wanted to throw it. I have a bunch of big swim baits. I have big crankbaits. A little square bill from Walmart, also with a 168 S-Waver. I have a couple whopper ploppers, big jerk baits, some big crankbaits. I have a bunch of spinner baits. My cousin has been destroying them on spinner baits here lately. He caught a really good one on a spinner bait, and he also lost about a 7-pounder on a spinner bait. I have a couple spinner baits. Here's Strike King with 3.5 gunner. Wahoo brand. It's like the Sports Academy brand with also a 3.5 gunner. Actually, both trailers are in the same color. Have a bunch of spinner baits, have a bunch of hooks, a bunch of soft baits. There's a whole crap load of soft plastic baits. I have, what all do I have? I have some white 3.5 gunners to go on the spinner baits. I have bluegill colored flip out. I have some boomsticks. I have a mud crawler. Just some stuff that I'm going to kind of be messing with. I want to catch a really good one. I have yet to break the 4-pound mark yet this year, so I'm hoping I can do that. The 3 rods I'm taking with me, this one here has a Carolina rig on it. Now, you guys know I don't really throw Carolina rig a whole lot, but I have this. It's a brass with a little glass bead. It makes a lot of noise. It's basically held on with a piece of wire and swivels. I've got 20-pound main line, 12-pound leader. The reason why I went with a lighter leader is if the hook gets snagged up into a piece of brush, the hook will break off and the weight won't, because the weights were $7 for only 3 of them. The bait I have on here currently for the Carolina rig is a white 6-inch boomstick. We probably will end up changing that out before the day's over. I'd say we more than likely will. Honestly, because that's the only one I brought. That's the only one I'm bringing, because I'll probably end up switching over one of those giant worms, hunting for a monster. We're doing some monster hunting tomorrow, because I'm sick of catching little 2 and 3 pounders. I want to catch a 4, 5, 6, 7 pounder, because I know they're in there, and sounds like to me they're biting. Spinner baits, like I said, my cousin said that they're biting on spinner baits. His spinner bait setup has just been a plain white spinner bait with a white swim bait. Well, he's been using the ones with like silver blades. Well, I've got this all white out spinner bait. It's got white blades on both of them, or white skirt, white head with a white 3.5 gunner on the back of it. 12-pound Berkley Trilene. Also with the Carolina rig, my main line and the leader are both 12-pound, or actually they're both Trilene. My main line's 20 and my leader is 12. This one here, 12-pound line. Pretty soon, actually Monday, I'm going to be starting my new job. And hopefully I will be able to buy a new reel for that rod, because that reel is slowly going down the drain. Every once in a great while, you know, I'll be out for like 2 or 3 hours fishing, and all of a sudden the reel will slip sometimes, and I think it's finally, you know, kind of going out. I've caught a couple really good fish on it, done some stupid things with it, thrown some giant swim baits with it, and it was only a cheap, like, I think it was 24 bucks. So, you know, for a bait caster, that's pretty cheap. So it lasted a lot longer than I really thought it would. On this rod, this is my super fast setup, the Speed Demon by KastKing, Excursion by Shakespeare. I've got a 3.5 gunner and green pumpkin on a green pumpkin 1/4 ounce shaky head jig. Just basically rigged it up as a jig head like I normally do. 12-pound Berkley Trilene. Trilene is always what I use. I think I only have one bait caster that, well, I have 2 bait casters that don't have Trilene. I have 5 bait casters total. One has 8-pound, what's that stuff called? Mr. Crappie line, this stuff here, because it's my finesse rod. That's what I use for like shaky heads, so super small stuff. And then I have my braid rod for like flipping and pitching and stuff like that. I brought some big baits. I brought some giant worms like I showed you. I brought my giant topwater bait. I brought some big swim baits, big crankbaits, and a lot of big spinner baits. Supposedly spinner baits are what's been killing it here recently, so we're going to try to use a spinner bait. Try to catch a big one on a spinner bait. Trailer hooks, we're not going to be using trailer hooks just because the trailers are kind of hard to use with trailer hooks. So we're just going to go just one hook on a spinner bait. Hey, we're probably going to miss a lot of them, but hopefully the ones that do eat it will completely destroy it and hook up with the big ones. So thank you guys for watching once again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. If you guys do want me to make some videos here in the next few days, you know, in-depth episodes, stuff like that, let me know, because here Monday I'm going to be starting my new job. Sunday, it's supposed to rain all day Sunday, so tomorrow is probably going to be one of my last days of fishing until, you know, Monday or Tuesday when I can finally get out. It depends on how bad it rains on Sunday. If it doesn't rain too bad, I'll probably be out there fishing right in the rain, because I have a streak so far this year. My full streak, 26 days straight. I have caught at least one fish for 26 days straight. I think it was April 21st to now, I think is what it was. I can't remember. April 21st to now, I've caught 26 fish, or I've caught 26 days in a row I've caught a fish. So thank you guys for watching. I'm getting jumbled up. Thanks for watching. Bye.